Harry's fallout with Zayn was deeply private. We only learned of it through a travel journalist, Joe Cummings, who is an American expatriate living in Thailand and who watched Harry get drunk on the night of March 14th, 2015, and vented about Zayn in a quote, semi poetic stream of consciousness, unquote, following the Thailand show. Joe is a perfectly credible source because he revealed this information in August 2019. But if you take a deep dive into his archived tweets, one, it's clear to see that he very much lives in Thailand. Two, that he frequents the bar he claimed to meet Harry at. And three, he tweeted to Harry on March 2015, the day in question, saying, quote, it was nice meeting him at the bar, end quote. There are also tons of images of Harry at the bar that night with different patrons, and the bar's social media administrators also noted that Harry came into the bar 3 nights in a row while the band were resident in Thailand for a few days after the show. So everything Joe is saying is valid and checks out. And because he is such a gentleman, once he realized Zayn and Harry's fallout wasn't public knowledge, he respectfully declined to divulge any more information about this night or what he and Harry discussed, except to confirm for us that Zayn told Harry he was leaving before he left. That is huge, meaning while all the other boys were blindsided by Zayn's sudden departure in Hong Kong, Harry was not. And I've been showing proof of that, and I've been purporting that since I started my account. My earliest videos talked about the fact that Harry was aware that Zayn was leaving the band and that it affected the music he wrote that year for Made in the AM, and that it also affected his behavior on stage with Zayn. Joe also confirmed my personal theory that Zary's last public interaction, which was in Bangkok, Thailand, where they have this really strange minor interaction during little things, he confirmed that they had fallen out. Well, it was my personal theory before that was ever confirmed that they had a falling out that day and that they were fighting, and that last interaction we see them have publicly was an icebreaker moment, and it was so sweet but also so sad and poignant. Following the night Harry and Zayn fought, and Harry vented to Joe Cummings about it while inebriated, Zayn would later leave the band after a mere 4 days. So it seems Harry's fallout with Zayn was heavily emotional, deeply private, and appears to be the catalyst to Zayn leaving the band altogether, and abruptly. We all know Zayn wanted to leave the band. We all know he was disposed to leaving the band starting in late 2014. But he left abruptly, and something caused that, and I believe that cause was Harry. And that would explain why the fallout has never been discussed publicly, because it led to the end of One Direction basically, and no one wants to acknowledge that.
Someday my pain, someday my pain will mock you, harness your blame, harness your blame, walk through with the wild wolves around you. In the morning I'll call you, send it farther on. Solace my game, solace my game.
Oh, Zane's part. Oh, this is sad. I'm sad now.
It's like chasing the cloud.
Is he mad? Uh-oh. Freaking... Ooh. Hey! Hey! Hey, no, you finish that! You get your butt back here! Hey!
I'm fixing my heart, baby, just me. There's a mind that was meant to me. Joining up the dots with the freckles on your cheeks. It all makes sense to me. I'm fixing my heart, just for me. There's a mind that was meant to be. Joining up the dots with the freckles on your cheeks, all makes sense to me. Joining up the dots with the freckles on your cheeks, all makes sense to me.
It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. Speak to me, my heart is free, my love has gone away. Tell me true, my heart is blue, my love has gone away. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you. It's okay, I know someday I'm gonna be with you.
Most likely to order pizza at 2 a.m. when you're on tour.
Yeah, I like that about you.
Thank you.
Who sleeps in the latest?
I do like to sleep, personally.
We're all quite lazy actually, maybe.
Who doesn't like to sleep in?
Yeah, exactly.
Most likely to get homesick.
As well, yeah.
What do you do when you get homesick?
Just play video games and stuff and chill out. Nothing you can do, really,
Sit in
is
the
there?
corner and cry, that's what it is. It's a very traumatic time.
That's what I would do.
It's so sad. Poor guy.
Most likely to start a dance party on tour.
Tomo.
A dance
Tomo,
party.
you've been big for the dance in the club one week.
I've got.
Show me your moves.
I've got
Let's see these moves.
No, I have to be of a certain influence to throw those shapes
Just
up.
kind of like,
Who sends the most text messages on tour?
Tomo, you love.
I'm not very good with text actually
I
now.
don't
No,
mind
and this could get me.
either.
Honestly, I am rubbish with
You're
text.
quite a texter.
What do you text about, Harry?
Just trivial things. The normal everyday text messages, really.
Just a little bit more funkier beats.
Okay.
Because I've won with the music.
So am I.
Yeah.
So am I.
on with
We
the
make beats. Yeah.
I saw a picture that you guys uploaded of Harry riding a bus in LA. Can you talk me through that? What happened?
Someone, I think, did a fan do that? I think someone
Yeah,
took it.
actually, it wasn't me.
Oh, wasn't
Hey,
it?
it wasn't you.
No.
It looked like you.
Have you lying?
I mean, I'll
Maybe take credit for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to do it's a long story, but they want to do No Control, and they want to do a fan-based single, and I think that is just a perfect example of just how unique and incredible and passionate that our fans are, and we say it all the time, but we literally cannot thank those people enough. That they're the reason we're here tonight and the reason that we have a pretty great job. So they'll do. They're great.
It's
so
so,
much.
Thank you. It's so crazy for us because we like release the songs that we love the most, but like out of the album, they've picked their favourite song and they want to release it and stuff, and they're just doing such an amazing job. So thank you so much, everybody who's supporting the whole No Control thing.
Yep.
Aces. Such an amazing job. So thank you so much, everybody who's supporting the whole No Control thing.
Yep.
Aces.
Do you think it's better to say goodbye when you're just not feeling it right? Or do you rather wait and be like, I'm just gonna give it my all and see what happens? Huh?
I think it's better to, if something's not right, it's probably best to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
No point dragging it out.
No, of course, but sometimes you just know it, and you just don't do it because you're scared or whatever.
Well, yeah.
So
depends on the situation.
What do you
Sometimes if you're trying to protect,
You're going deep, aren't you?
if you're trying,
I mean, it's a simple
I think
question.
it's probably, if you're
Easy.
not in it, if you're not 100% in it, I think it's probably for both parties, it's probably best to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Right. you think it's better to say goodbye when it's where you just not feeling it right, or do you rather date and be like, I'm just gonna give it my all
Fake
and
it
see
till
what
you make
happens?
it.
Huh?
I think it's better to, if something's not right, it's probably best to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
for the best.
No point dragging it out.
Of course, but sometimes you just know it, like, and you just don't do it because you're scared or whatever.
Well, yeah.
So, what do you do? Are you,
Sometimes if you're drunk,
You going to Kanye?
I mean, it's a confession.
if you're
Easy.
not in it, you're not 100% in it. I think it's probably for both parties.
The songs that we sang along to, you had the moves to make me dance with you. I always saw you reaching and catching stars. We had the thing that everyone wanted hung on your sleeve, you wore your heart on it. Did you get out? I'm wondering where you are. Did you follow your fire? Did you follow your fire? By the time we stole your daddy's car and drove around till it got dark, slept outside in Phoenix Park, we couldn't get enough. We promised that we'd never part on a tree under the stars, carved our names into the bark to be there when we're not. We had the songs that we sang along to, you had the moves to make me dance with you. I always saw you reaching and catching stars. We had the thing that everyone wanted hung on your sleeve, you wore your heart on it. Did you get out? I'm wondering where you are. Did you follow your fire? Did you follow your fire? Did you follow your fire? Did you follow your I remember you and me back when we were 17, drinking, kissing in the street. We couldn't get enough. We had the songs that we sang along to. You had the moves to make me dance with you. I always saw you reaching and catching stars. We had the thing that everyone wanted hung on your sleeve, you wore your heart on it. Did you get out? I'm wondering where you are. Did you follow your fire? Did you follow your fire? Did you follow your fire? Did you follow your Did you follow your fire?
What is your thigh tattoo and what is the meaning behind it?
What is your
Thank
thigh
you. Bye.
Fire tattoo.
Sorry, he's just typing it out. Give him a second.
Thigh tattoo.
It's a tiger.
What is the meaning behind it, she wants to know? Drunk.
I was drunk in London.
Roar.
Okay, next up, we're gonna see somebody, a person, a human person, someone that you spent a lot of time with, someone that went their separate ways. How does Zayn Malik make you feel? Here in a leather jacket, but no shirt.
Yep.
I think that
It's a nice combo.
that would be too sweaty for me.
Personally, for me, that would be a little too sweaty.
Little too
also.
sweaty. I heard that all the boys got in touch with you for the film, and that's dead nice.
Yeah.
I heard that on the entertainment news here on Radio 1. Heart's gone to a stable 67. We're spotting a pattern here. If you know them, if you trust them, it's the same level. How does Zayn Malik make you feel? Here in a leather jacket, but no shirt.
Yeah.
I think that
It's a nice combo.
that would be too sweaty for me.
Personally, for me, that would be a little too sweaty.
Little too
also.
sweaty. I heard that all the boys got in touch with you for the film, and that's dead nice.
Yeah.
I heard that on the entertainment news here on Radio 1. Heart's gone to a stable 67. We're spotting a pattern here. If you know them, if you trust them, it's the same level. Here in a leather jacket, but no shirt.
Yeah. I hate you.
Why?
I love you.
What?
You're idiots.
What?
You two are idiots.
Who exactly are you talking about?
Lou and Harry.
Well, they're mutual friends. I reached out to them for some triggers, and it worked. How does Zayn Malik make you feel?
Everything is dark. It's more than you can take.